What should my real estate agent be doing for me? Instead of making a list of 50 plus things, what I want to do is just group these things into 3 or 4 major big buckets and share that with you. If you're interested, stick around. Alright, whether you're buying, selling, renting, or leasing, when it comes to the technical process, your real estate agent should really make sure that you're aware of every single step from start to finish, the approximate timeframes, and all the little intricacies that go into that. So that's the first main bucket, making sure you're very familiar and comfortable with the technical process. The second big bucket is they should be providing you with facts and information. Not opinions, not speculations, but market facts and information so that you can be educated about the decisions you will be making. Number 3, since there will be a number of professionals involved during a transaction, if you don't already have people or know people, they should be referring to you, those professionals, whether it's a real estate lawyer, whether it's an inspector, a mortgage lender, loan officer, etc., etc. And the last big bucket that I want to bring up, since this is the one thing that most people have an issue with, is prompt communication. Whether it's texting, calling, emailing, you should be getting a prompt response. And normally in the business world, anything within 24 hours is very much allowed and acceptable. But it shouldn't really even take 24 hours. If you don't get a response within 2 or 3 hours, then normally, that's a normal response time. Of course, there may be exceptions, and hopefully you should have talked about those exceptions. It could be during a weekend or a vacation period, etc., etc. And before I wrap this video up, there's one thing that I definitely want to bring up. Since I addressed some of the big buckets of what your real estate agent should be doing for you, there's one major bucket that they should definitely not be doing for you. And the one thing they should not be doing for you is making decisions instead of you, right? You should be totally in charge of the decision-making process. You decide when, who, how, etc. Because here's the harsh truth. Regardless of whether you or someone else makes the decision, guess who is stuck with the consequences and living with all the implications? I hope you find this beneficial and useful. And if you have any questions, comments, suggestions, you know the drill. Otherwise, I'll see you next week. Thanks for joining.